What's up YouTube? For tonight's video we have a full Game of Thrones team. Okay, I haven't actually watched this show at all myself, so I don't know, is it worth watching? Let me know in the comments. Make sure you put your theme teams as usual in the comment section too, and any feedback on the video would be awesome if you could do that too. Right, with this team I had a lot of battles, a lot of battles, and I just didn't have any luck at all. This was against Benechu on my chat. Awesome name there, solid name, no bias or anything. Let's get to this one. So we have a Samurott lead here. I don't want to stay into any kind of water move at all from this thing, so I thought let's go into my Rosalia here. I've at least got the typing advantage there. So it's a physical Samurott right off the bat there. I'm running a special defensive Rosalia, but I'm going to be able to tank that anyway if not very effective, and my Everlight. So I've got, this is more of a special defensive wall. I've got the Giga Drain, Sludge Bomb, and Leech Seed there, and Sinethus too for a bit of healing, extra healing really. So the Swallow comes in here, and that does, you know, I'm happy with that damage to Giga Drain. Now I nearly went into Soul Rock here. I thought, oh fuck it, I'll just let it die and get some Brave Bird like damage on it. It stays in, gets a Steel Wing defense boost, and I actually poison pointed there, which is that luck on both sides. It's crazy. I nearly went to Soul Rock, so that would have hurt, like a Steel Wing, then a freaking U-turn or something. So I take the Swallow out there with a Sludge Bomb. That was cool. So nice start there. A Swallow was just wrecking this team. The team had a really big weakness to flying type Pokemon. It just wrecked basically all of my team. And save Solrock, of course, but U-turn was pretty good against that too. So anyway, Samurott is going to Ice Beam me. Since I'm very bulky in special defense, I'm going to be able to tank that easy. The only thing I was worrying about was the Freeze Hacks here, which, you know, there was always a chance of that happening, let's face it. So I'm going to go for the Giga Drain and take the... I'm just going to call it Oshawott. The Oshawott out there, so that's cool. I've got a nice lead at this point in the game, so things are really honky-dory here. Now, I've got 2 Pokemon down, and there's a Slaking on this team too, which I was very scared because Slaking is a scary Pokemon. So it's going to go for a Retaliate here. I was nearly going to go into Solrock. I thought that'd be too obvious, and I might go for like a Night Slash, and I'll get critted or something and lose my defensive wall, but yeah, there you go. So down goes my Resolute. Okay, into Pyro here. So we've got, I'm running a physical Pyro with Moxie. I've got Work Up on this. I've got Facade. I've got Fire Fang hype. And what's my other move? I've got Bulldoze for like Steel types and opposing Fire types and stuff like that. Anyway, so I'm going to go for the Work Up Facade here. That does shitloads to throw. Nearly takes it out. I was expecting a fighting move here. Goes for the Body Slam. I guess they're probably expecting a swap there. And yeah, that does really bugger all damage to me, so I was happy with that. The reason I had Facade, because obviously I had the Toxic Orb, so that's a lot of damage there. It's doing actually more than return, so that's cool. And the idea is to work up on the swap, and then you have the Toxic Orb activated, then you'll be able to Facade away with more damage than return. And I've got a Moxie now, so that's, things are really cool. So the Slaking's going to come in here. I was thinking, well, I wonder if it's Choice or not. I'm not sure. So I went for the Facade and it freaking outspeeds him. I'm like, okay, it's Choice, definitely. So that's going to take my Pyro out, which sucks. So that's no good. So Pyro goes down there. That Pyro is really, it really works if you can get a swap on anything, like something you're going to scare something off. Get a Work Up, and if you do a powerful Facade, you may get another Moxie, and it goes from there, snowballs. Okay, so in comes the Cacturne again. I'm using a Specs Serene Grace. Oh shit, I've actually forgotten its name. I've forgotten that Pokemon's name. Who's that Pokemon? Anyway, so I went for the Scumbag Serene Grace hacks there. It didn't work with Nature Power Tri-Attack. I go to Mighty expecting like a Sucker Punch here, so I'm like, okay. Then the Cacturne goes for Destiny Bond. I'm like, oh, okay, that's annoying. So I'm going to go back into my Solrock because I've got Poison. I've got Toxic, and I'm going to poison this thing so it, just can't spam Destiny Bond all day. So I'm going to get Pin Missile here. I'm like, what the fuck? So it hits me 3 times and 4 times. So that nearly does half my health, which isn't good there at all. Here I was thinking, well, I guess that's alright. I've still got Rest on this so I can get my health back, and I can go for Toxic. Yeah, Cacturne goes for the Sucker Punch. That's cool. I was half thinking it might go for something like that. So the good thing about that, Cacturne's main dark physical stab it relies on heavily is Sucker Punch, so I can easily work around that one. So since it's poison now, it's not really much for a threat. I could just go to sleep here, and this is my Fire Spin. this is my Fire Spin Toxic Soul Rot, which I've used before in a couple of my videos prior to this with the Rest Sleep Talk. I've done a couple of variations with it. I did the Rest and Cosmic Power with a Chesto, and I've done the Rest Sleep Talk one with the Leftovers. So you can run both of them, and it runs really, really well. With the Cosmic Power one, I run the split defenses, and with the Rest Sleep Talk one, I run a defensive wall. So yeah, they have different roles. Okay, this shit was crazy. So Hariyama comes in here, and I'm asleep, so that's nothing unusual there. So I'm hoping I can get at least a Fire Spin up. And I get Toxic, so I'm like, okay, that's good, but bad at the same time, because this thing's probably going to have Guts, and it's going to Shrek me now. So I'm waiting for a freaking knockoff there, and it uses Belly Drum. I'm like, holy shit. So not only has it got Guts, it's got +6 in attack, so there's... Oh, I'm like, oh shit, if this thing's got a Bullet Punch, I'm screwed. So it's going to eat a fucking berry there, and it's going to heal all its, basically most of its health back there. So I'm asleep again, and I outspeed. It didn't go for Bullet Punch, so that was good. I was hoping it didn't have that, which was odd it didn't, but it was a bit of an interesting team. So I get Sleep Talk Rest, which has never happened before, and I'm going to get knocked off. Obviously, that's going to take me out there at +6. Harry, we all know the crit mattered, and yeah, it's got like 1 million attack at the moment. So, yes, I need to get past this thing. So I got my sword. I actually remember it's Sawsbuck. Man, do you know how you just get a mental block on a word or a Pokemon in this case? That's what happened to me in this thing. So I'm going to go for the Scumbag Tri-Attack, Nature Power, which isn't going to work because it's already poisoned. And it barely misses the kill. God damn it. It lives on 1 health. I should have said that. Okay, so I'm going to get Close Combat it, and that's going to take my Sawsbuck down. So that sucks. I got so close to taking the Hariyama out. Okay, so I've got 2 Pokemon left, and this freaking Slaking is left. So I have one really troll Pokemon on my team. I have used it before in my videos, and we'll get to that in a second. That's my Seviper. Now, at here I had that Choice Scarf Seviper with, I had Final Gambit on that, and that was, and like a couple of other moves, but that had all of its health EVs in speed and health and Jolly Nature, so it didn't have any special attack EVs, so it was pretty much hitting like a wet paper bag. So down goes my Choice Scarf Mightyena. That sucks. I was waiting here. Like the only thing I could do here was swap my Seviper in and go for the Final Gambit, but I knew that I wasn't going to be able to take this out because it's got a shitload more health than me, even with no health investment, and if I took it out first and used Mightyena, I would have got outsped anyway. So GG, hope you enjoyed this.